color block yarn. That's why it's called a color block scarf. This yarn you can buy at Walmart. It is the Red Heart Super Saver yarn. I think there's 10 ounce. It's a 10-ounce ball. I believe it's Super Saver. Let me look. Yes, it is the Super Saver yarn. 482 yards. You use this whole ball for the scarf. I did show you one scarf that I made with the other color that I had done before, but I happened to buy this one too, and I wanted to make this, and I wanted you to watch me make this because you didn't see me make the other one. It was already complete, and you can see how the colors change on this. The colors change very, very subtly, but they're very, 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 very pretty. First of all, I'm going to hold it up here so you can watch me do this. I am going to chain 24. And you can watch me chain 24. I don't need a table or anything for this. So I'm going to chain 24 so you can watch me. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for the award, dear. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. When I get done with this, and I will. 13, 14, 15, 16. It's a different color. 18, 19, 20. But you'll watch this and then basically this is what it's going to look like. You can see that's what it's going to look like. And see how the colors change? I know if you can see it there. Hi, Pablo. I sure do love your Q&As. Just got out of the Q&A with Pablo. If you guys don't go in there in the Q&A, and I'm glad you're doing the tutorial tomorrow in English, Pablo, because I didn't understand a word last week in Spanish, not at all. I was in there a little bit, and I tried to pick up some of it, but I just couldn't get it because it's been a long, long time since I took a Spanish. I took it in 9th grade. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip 3, and you don't do this one here. This very first one on the hook, you don't count that one. So you go 1, 2, the third. You're going to half double crochet, which means you got to wrap your yarn around your hook and go 1, 2, the third chain from the hook. And that's, you're welcome, Pablo. Oops, I did a double crochet instead of a half double. Yeah, I just wish that Peter didn't have the problems he has, but it worked out in the end anyway. But you always seem to have a good connection. I try, but I don't always. But I've cut this on Wi-Fi right now. So, see, basically what I'm doing is just a half double. I'm just wrapping around my hook once and pulling it through, and we have a half double. I'm pulling it through the 3 loops instead of like double is going through 2 stitches twice. I'm going through 3. See, I'm yarning over and I'm pulling through all 3 loops at the same time. What yarn am I using? This yarn here is from Red Heart. I get it at Walmart. They just got the color block yarn in. This is what it's called, a Super Saver color block. There's what it's going to look like. It's a very, very pretty yarn. They've got different colors, not a lot to begin with. I think about 3 or so. I happened to got one that I finished, and then I got this one. So it's an awesome yarn. It's a 4-ply yarn, and this is an I crochet hook. This is I robbed it off of the blanket that I'm making for my bed, but that's all right because I'll go back and use it when I need to because I'm only do one thing at a time. But I wanted to crochet and show you this. So this is my HAPS challenge. So let's get everybody in here and let's watch me crochet. I'll do some talking too. So get a little bit idea how my day went. It's been a kind of a quiet day, always is. So I do enjoy a lot of the broadcasts I go into, though. Peter and Pablo's Q&A on Mondays, and tomorrow's going to tutorial. They're awesome. If you have never been into their Q&As, you go in there because you learn a lot, because we ask them questions that if they don't have the answers to, they can ask their technical people, but most of the time Pablo knows the answers to them. And the reason I asked that mentioned about the trolls, Pablo, is because I was on Vanita's broadcast and they came in, the trolls were coming in there left and right, and they were very derogatory towards her and towards me and saying real bad things. They came in on Periscope. Bernie Doley was in there and he happened to go on Periscope and he happened to block them, got him out of there. Hi, good to see you, Natalie. Thank you for the award. Oh, you can't hear the broadcaster when you go into the Periscope, Kydrick? I did not know that. See, I don't really broadcast in Periscope anymore. I only broadcast in here. The last one I did has been, oh, it's been a while now, where Sugar Drop had mentioned to me about HAPS. She asked me if I heard about HAPS, and I said no. And she turned me on to HAPS, and I've been in here ever since. Could somebody take care of that for me? There's somebody trying. Which Pablo's in here? Somebody's trying to pretend to be me. Could somebody take care of that? That's in Periscope, please. You know what, person? You're an evil person yourself. You do not know me. You do not know my situation, and you need to stop it right now, because what you're doing is you're very hurtful. It's very harmful what you're doing. I don't deserve what you're giving to me, so please leave me alone. Get out of my life. Leave me alone, because what you're doing is wrong. Yeah, well, there's somebody that just came in here, Pablo, and just said the same thing again. That just pretending to be me. They come in, but they're in Periscope, and they keep pretending to be me, and it's hard because they really, in Vanita's broadcast, I was a guest the whole time, and they just really let her and I have it. They said she was 100 years old, and I was a dirty old hag, and all this and that, and that hurts. That's terrible. I don't deserve any of that. I never did anything to anybody. Oh, thank you. 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 Text, the app doesn't have background. Huh. That I didn't know about that, Kydrick. Well, they're gonna be gone pretty soon anyway, so oh. Oh, good, good. Thank you. Thank you. That's the only thing we can do. Yeah. Thanks, Pablo, because that's uncalled for. We get them in here, and I know you guys don't stand for it, but there is no way as a broadcaster that I even tap on it. That's what I'm saying, Pablo. We as broadcasters should be able to tap on it, maybe even mute them. But I can't even, on my end, I can't even mute them or do anything. I can only mark them as spam and report them. But what good does that do? They're not a HAPS account. They don't have a HAPS account. They're either in Periscope, they're in Twitter, or they're in YouTube. So, but that's the way it goes. So, but thank you for that. I appreciate that a lot, very, very much. Thank you, because I know you guys don't tolerate that stuff. So I got my one row done. Now this is the very first one of my row. I do not do this, and I skip this, and so I go into here and do the second one. Do my half double crochet. I don't have to even count the rows on this, because this is basically done the same way all the way through. And you haven't seen the color change yet. I'm going to see if I can tell where the color change is going to be. I have tried that, Pablo. I've got an iPhone 12 Pro Max, and I've tried to tap on it and mute them, and I can't on my end when I'm a broadcaster, because I tried that in Vanita's. I was a guest on hers, and I tried to mute him, and I couldn't do anything. Bernie Doley came in there, and since he's got a thing on Periscope, he went into Periscope and he blocked him. He had a block party in there. He was, because he's her moderator, and so I made him my moderator too. So they can block him. Hi Tony, good to see you. Welcome. I'm doing a very pretty scarf. This is the yarn I'm using. It's Red Heart. This yarn is called Party Time. In case you're wondering what it's called Party Time. It's a Super Savers color block yarn. This hasn't been very, very on Walmart too often long. This is a fairly new yarn, but I'm kind of glad they got it. Oh, okay. I did not. Yeah, I thought she did, but she said she had to check. I thought she had to check if but So thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me, Pablo, because I didn't understand that. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. I'm doing a very pretty scarf with this yarn here. This is called Party Time. Isn't that pretty? It's the color's going to change quite. Let's see. There's quite a bit of gray in here, and it'll change eventually. Um, but it looks like, I'll show you. This is those that just came in. This is what it looks like. It looks like blocks that you've sewn together, but they come out. The color changes is so subtle that you can't tell it. And this is an awesome. I love making scarves. They're very, very easy to make. Don't take a lot of time either. You know something? For those that are just come in here, didn't know my about me. I taught myself how to crochet at the age of 18. I was living with my dad. I had been living with my aunt up until I graduated from high school. Then I went to live with my dad, and I decided I wanted to learn how to crochet, teach myself. So I got those illustrated teach books, where you learn your stitches and you learn, So I got me a crochet book and a knitting book, and I taught myself how to crochet. So here I am, 73 years old, and I taught myself how to crochet at 18, and I'm still crocheting. And I haven't forgot any of it either, but they're always coming up with new stitches, so I have to learn new ones. But I taught myself the single crochet, the half double, the double, the triple treble, and all those. Those are ones that you learn on your own. But I waited until I got one down, and I learned one, and then I started on another. So it's a fun thing to do. It really is. I wanted to learn how to crochet. A lot of people have been crocheting for years. I taught my daughter how to crochet. I think at the age of 8, I taught her how to crochet. She actually I think she's a better crocheter than I am. But she does a real good job. She does quilt blocks for people. It's not hard. It's not hard. If you ever want to learn how to crochet, you know what you do? Go on YouTube. Of course, at the time when I taught myself this, I wasn't on a computer. Probably YouTube didn't even exist or anything. So I'm not even sure there were computers back then. I don't know. But anyway, I decided I was going to teach myself how to crochet. And I just got me a bunch of hooks and everything. And I just taught myself. And I have never forgotten what I learned. Oh, your grandmother taught you? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. It's fun to learn. It really is. It's really fun. Some people catch on a little quicker than others. Since I taught myself, well, I already knew how to. Once I saw how to do it, then I just kept on going, and I've been doing it ever since. Like I said, if you don't know how to crochet, just start out small. Get you some crochet hooks, and just get yourself some yarn. I've got plenty of yarn. I've got more yarn than I know what to do with, but I want to start using up some of my yarn. But get yourself some yarn and start learning how to crochet. You'll find this real easy. See how this looks so far? This is only the second row. It's very simple. And it ends up being, I think, a 72-inch scarf, they said. I believe it is, but you use the whole ball. Good to see you, Chris. Thank you for coming in. Thank you very much. But this is a simple pattern. As you can see, it's nothing but half double crochet all the way through. All the way. You yarn over, and then you draw through all 3 loops, just like this. Let me get some water. I got a problem with my throat getting dry, and I have to get me some water. There, got me some ice water. Oh yeah, thank you. I am. Thank you for coming in. I'm very well. Thank you. Thank you for asking. You guys are here to support me, and I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. This is my half challenge, so I'll help I get the people in here today. It's coming up, but it's not high enough yet. But I gotta get 250. So let's get the people in here. Vanita said she'd come into my broadcast, so I'll bring her up when she comes in. Because you get more people when you have somebody up talking to them. So, excuse me. It's good to see everybody. I want to thank everybody for your support. For all the awards you've given me all this time. You guys are awesome. I'm getting close to $200. Not quite got it yet, but I'm getting close now. one of these months, I'm going to get enough, or I'm going to make it for the whole month. I'll make it every month. But I'm not worried about it because I've almost. I think I got 160. I have to go to my profile. I think I got about $167 or something for my in there right now. So it's getting up there. So you can see what I'm doing, and then I'll just yarn. See, you have to yarn over on your hook. Go into your stitch, and then now draw through all 3 loops. That's your half double. Double is just you draw through 2 and then 2 twice. That's the double. And that's what I started doing the first time. This is only a half double, so it's smaller. That's what this is. You don't want a double crocheted scarf, because a double crocheted scarf is really big. It makes it too airy. If you're going to wear this scarf around in the wintertime, you don't want it real airy. Could probably use it for the springtime, maybe too, possible. Um, but anyway, this is a very easy scarf to make. I know if anybody knows Michelle Alexander, her and I are going to collaborate on one of these days on her broadcast. She's going to come. She's going to broadcast and invite me up, and we're going to crochet. I don't know when that's going to be. She's going to DM me when she comes time to do that. But that ought to be a lot of fun, because she crochets and I crochet, because she finally found somebody that does what she does, and she loves it. And I wish I could draw like her, though. I haven't figured that out yet. I haven't learned how to draw, but it is what it is. I'll learn one of these days. I'm not really worried about it. Now I'm going to chain 2, I'm turning, and then chain 2, and then skip this first one. You don't go into that one, and then go over here and do the second one, because you skip that first one. It's not part of the you don't count that first one. So anyway, well, yes and no. I don't use crochet or crochet the knitting needles. I used to use knitting needles, but I don't do that anymore. I loom knit. If you know what loom knitting is, where you get your looms, and I showed you that the last time I did a broadcast. You get a loom, and it got pegs on it, and you make different things on a loom, but you do basically the same things you would do with knitting needles. I used to use knitting needles all the time. I've tried it with double pointed needles. I've tried making these scarves with no a scarf, some socks with double pointed needles. I got so far it was coming out beautifully. Okay. Then all of a sudden I dropped a stitch, and I thought, oh no, how am I going to pick this up? But I found that knitting is very, very difficult to pick up the stitches. You have to have a crochet hook, and you got to weave it all the way through. And I kind of thought, well, there's got to be a better way to do this. So when I went to Walmart one day, I happened to see the loom, the knitting looms, and I thought, oh, this is kind of awesome. So I started buying them, and I started using them, and I really like the loom knitting. So that's basically the only knitting I do right now. There are some people that can use the double pointed needles. I used to use the regular needles, the real long ones. I used to try to make sweaters. But there was a problem again. I had problems with it dropping stitches. And my ex-husband, at the time when we were married, he said, boy, you love taking the things out. Because I'd get to the point where it wouldn't work out, and I'd take it out, and I'd start over again. And he says, you must love that. I says, well, I want it to be perfect. It never did come out perfect. But that's neither here nor there. I just decided, hi, good to see you. Welcome. Um, Good to see you, Carrie. You came into one of my broadcasts. Good to see you. I'm doing a this is a good Carrie is a good friend of mine from Periscope. This is what I'm making, Carrie. It's this scarf. It looks like blocks. It's called a Super Saver color block yarn, and I got this at Walmart. It hasn't been around too awful long, and this is the scarf that I'm making. I made another one that has been spoken for, although she needs to get back with me on what her address and stuff is. Sky Blue Rain. She's on. I know she's still on Periscope. I think she's in here now too. But anyways, she was wanting the other scarf that I did, and that's got like purple colors in it. Thanks, Carrie. I like this because of the color changes. This is what the yarn looks like. Oh, she did. Oh, looming is a lot of fun. You wish we, that would be fun, Carrie. Yeah, I wish we could too. There is one, there is a gal on here though. She's an artist, but she also crochets. But she is going to do broadcasts on halves, and we're going to collaborate. She's going to invite me up as a guest, and we're going to crochet together because she crochets as well. Plus, she draws, so it's awesome. Yes, that would be awesome, Carrie. Like I said, I do more crocheting than I do loom knitting. Although I will do loom knitting, um, once I like I said, once I stop the needle knitting and then come out with the looms, then I started doing that. But I crocheting goes faster because you don't have to worry about drop stitches and what have you. Yeah, I do too. I really do too. This is called party time. Um, very, very pretty. And what I like about this is the colors change all on their own. It's going to look like a bunch of blocks. It looks like blocks that were sewn together, but you don't really sew them together. It's coming off of the skein that way. So it's going to be actually really, really pretty. Now this is a gray color. It looks like could be like a purplish blue, or maybe it's a bluish gray. I don't know what it looks like on your end. Um, it's a bluish gray for me, but it might look like different to you. But the colors are awesome. The one I finished up, that's got a little bit more, like purples and stuff in it. That was the first one and I don't know what the name of that yarn was. I don't have the label anymore, so I couldn't tell you, but that was a pretty one too. No, it hasn't been around very long, Carrie. It hasn't been around, I would say, much more than maybe a year, if that, maybe. Because it's a fairly new yarn from Red Heart. They're always coming out with new yarn. And when I saw it at Walmart, I thought, well, this is awesome yarn. And I saw what they had made with it, and I thought, I'm going to buy this yarn because this looks so pretty. And I'm glad I did because it is really pretty. They've only have, but the only thing is they only have about 3 different ones right now. Maybe eventually they'll get more. This one and the one I made, I thought I bought another one, but I can't find it. If I found it, if I did, I don't know, I'll find it somewhere. I do too, Carrie. That's what I like. It could change color all on its own. I'm not for doing solid colors too much anymore. When I buy yarn, it's usually the variegated yarn. Not this variegated though. Like some of the Red Heart, like your the 4-ply, the variegated, like your Siesta Blues, and now Alex from Periscope, he wanted a queen size blanket. He wanted a purple. So I found a variegated purple, and I've been making his blanket. I'm getting to the finishing touches of it. It's still taking a little time, but it'll be about done. Oh, you don't have such good things that I'm surprised that they don't carry. Oh my goodness. Well, they might even have this at Joann's too. Oh, you mean you can't be topping me, Karen, because I've got yarn all over the place in one of my rooms. It's a bedroom, but I've got it as a storage room. I've got a closet full of yarn and tubs and this and that. I mean, I have got yarn galore. I need to start using my yarn up and making shawls with it, making blankets. That'll be a good way to use it up, is because it takes a lot to make blankets. So I bought some yarn to make a blanket for my bed. Mine's bed's a double bed, but the one I'm making for on Periscope, Alex, I'm making him a queen size. Oh, isn't that funny that Canada is late in giving you anything? I don't understand that, Carrie. But it that's the way it goes. You can't really do anything about it. You'll eventually get it, I think. Just hang in there. You might eventually get it. But I do a lot of shopping at Walmart. Oh, thank you for the Super Heart Award, Teresa. I do a lot of shopping at Walmart, and you know something? It's almost like the yarn department beckons to me. As I'll go into Walmart, and the yarn department, yarn's calling me, come to me, see what I have. So I invariably go to the yarn department and see what they have. Now, There was a while back where you couldn't hardly get yarn. It seemed like uh if you're Crystal 316, yeah, you are. Um, I'm sorry, Crystal, but I can't tolerate people criticizing me for everything I do. So I couldn't take it anymore, and I had to do something because every time I say something, you criticize me for like it wasn't ever good enough. So I did. I'm sorry, but I can always unblock you if you promise that you're not going to do that anymore. I didn't, I got a little upset because you were criticizing me for what I was talking on my cooking broadcast, and I thought it was a little out of line. So, um, yeah, I know it calls me all the time. It does. It calls me all the time. Come here and see what. But like I said, I was going to say a while back, you couldn't hardly buy any yarn because with the COVID, when it first started, people were, we were in lockdown and they didn't get out and get yarn. So they would buy the yarn up and you just couldn't buy any, not at all. Couldn't buy a stitch of it. It was terrible. I don't know why, but it was, and so they'd have to keep putting more yarn. And I don't think they could keep up with it. The buyers could keep up with it. And they just had to put the yarn up. But finally they got some in, and when they started getting it in, then I started buying it because I said, I've got to have yarn. I can't, um, uh, well, I know, but it's just the way you said it, Crystal. It hurt the way you said it. So I'll go back and unblock you. I will go back and unblock you. I believe I can. So I will do that when I get off this broadcast. I apologize. Um, but when I go into the yarn department, I just feel I've got to have that yarn. I've got to have it. There I look at all the yarn that's there. Some of the yarn is really expensive. Oh my goodness, was it expensive? Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. I like the Lion brand yarn, but I don't buy much of it because it's really expensive. I like the red heart is what I got. I mean, you should see my my room where I've got all my yarn. Most of it is red heart, and I've got Karen Simply Soft. I do have a little bit of I think I've got some a bulky yarn, but I don't use that much. I know what you mean. I am too. I don't know if that's a good addiction or a bad addiction, but I am addicted to it too. I've got to have yarn. But I haven't bought any lately. I was doing it for Alex's blanket, and then I realized this is a funny thing. I was buying yarn after yarn after yarn, and it seemed like the blanket was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it was supposed to be decreasing, and it wasn't decreasing. And I thought, what's going on here? So I went on YouTube to find out what I was doing wrong. I found out, so I had to take it all the way back to where I started decreasing on the one side, still increasing on the other side, and that was a long ways back. So I had about 6 balls of yarn that I end up wrapping up, but I haven't had to buy that much yarn now. I don't buy it at all because I just kept buying yarn and I don't need it now because I'm finally getting to the point where his is finally coming out good, and I think it's gonna be nice. But I am a kind of addicted to yarn. I really am. Oh, I can't bring it in here, Carrie, because it is just way too big. Yeah. Oh, I know. Yes, it can. It can. Some of it, like your Lion brand, is more expensive than your. Now, think this one here is a 10.5 ounce ball. It's a super saver, and I believe this was six something. The ones I'm using for the blanket that I'm making for Alex's bed, that I think is 644 a ball, and that's 10 and I think that's 10 ounces or 10.5 ounces, something like that. But I needed that much because they're big balls and they go a long ways. I think I've used probably, oh gosh, I've lost count. My daughter says, "Mommy, you should have kept count how much yarn you've used." I have I really haven't kept track, but I probably used about 12 balls of yarn for his blanket already, maybe. I figured it would take about 15, but I'm getting to the point where it's decreasing now. I've got about 80 decreases left or something before I'm done. So what you're doing, but what I do is I decrease on both ends. So um, when I turn it, then I decrease on the other. I keep decreasing, so it's decreasing two stitches every time. So it's going faster that way. Um, See, this is getting to look pretty good. Whoops, what am I doing here? Oh no, looks like okay, I'm gonna have to. Unfortunately, I messed up. I somewhere along the line I didn't I catch my stitches up, so I have to take this back. Have you ever done that where you're starting to work and then all of a sudden you realize you messed it up? I apologize, but I'm gonna have to take this back. I think yeah, somewhere along the line I messed up. I didn't. Eh, isn't that something? I didn't. I wasn't going into this end is right. I think no, that one's crooked too. Hi, Bernie. Goody, you made it in. I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to take this back because I didn't go far. I didn't go to the end. Um, After all that I was working, I was just talking away and wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, that's so. No, you weren't, Carrie, because I'm glad you guys are talking to me. That's awesome. What I'm forgetting to do is go into that one that I. What am I making, Bernie? I'm making a scarf. This is the yarn I'm using. Um, this is the scarf. It looks like, Bernie. It's a color block scarf, and it's with Red Heart Super Saver. Um, Vanita probably knows about it. Um, and I appreciate you being here for me, Bernie. I appreciate it very, very much. Bernie's a good guy, so follow Bernie. He helps me when I need to be helped. Um, well, Vanita, she had a lot of trolls in there, and Bernie went into Periscope and he was blocking them left and right. So we need to take care of any that come in here. So there were some in here there were some in here before Bernie. Pablo was in here and he muted him. He took care of him. He saw it was one that came in from Periscope, but he took care of it, and muted it. That's no, don't be sorry, Carrie. Do not be sorry. I should have been paying attention to what I was doing. It's not your fault. It's not your fault at all. I was not paying attention to what I was doing. I'll get it right now. Um, it's just that I didn't I see you don't do that end double crochet, but you have to compensate on the other end and go through it's like chain stitch. Um, make you a yellow and you want a yellow and black scarf, Bernie? Sure, I could get you a yellow and black. Um, I could do that. That's yeah, that'd be okay. Somebody had told me they wanted a black and white hat. I'm gonna have to try and find some black and white. I have never found black and white together, so I'm gonna have to probably put them together and make a hat. Same thing with the yeah, I can do that, Bernie. Yellow and black. Ah, that's awesome, Bernie. Sure can. I like doing for other people. I don't have an Etsy shop. Um, well, I know, Carrie, but I told the Pablo was in here, and I told that person off too before he got muted. He or she was a very, 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 very bad person. Hacks doesn't put up with it, so they take care of them. Hi, Vanita. You made it. Had a troll in here from the very beginning, but Pablo took care of it. He muted the person. They were from Periscope again, saying real bad things like they did on your broadcast, and Pablo took care of them. So yeah, I knew I would. I told you I would. I told you I would. Yeah, I had to start my scarf over, Benita. I wasn't paying attention. I had to take some back because I forgot to go into this chain stitch. It's actually the chain two that I don't go in the other end. I forgot to go into this. You got to go into this chain stitch because if you don't go into that, it comes out all wappa jawed. So I have to go into that because I don't do it on the other end. So oh man, yeah. Yes, yes. Yes, he got muted because Pablo told me he got muted. So he or she, I don't remember who it was, but he saw that. He took care of them, you know. Um, so, but I'm trying to make a scarf. I'll show you the scarf. This is what I'm using, Vanita. I'm using this real pretty yarn. It's called Party Time, and this is what it's going to look like. It's going to look like just like that. So, um, yeah, it is. It is. Um, do you want to come on up, Vanita? You want to come on up and chat while I'm doing this? I can still chat with you while I'm doing this. So if you want to come up, I can invite you. Um, yeah. Okay, I'll invite you, Vanita. Hold on. Okay, let me invite you. Oh, hi. Good to see you. Yeah, thank you for coming in. This one here that just came in, she's one of my subscribers on YouTube. She is a lovely, lovely person. So everybody, because she probably can't see your comments, but she's a very lovely person. So, okay, I gotta go to. All right, let me tap on your. Oh, okay. I forgot I can tap on your screen and invite you. Okay, I was trying to invite you another way. There, I just invited you, Benita. Oh, but she is a very nice subscriber. She always has nice things to say about my YouTube videos. Always. Thank you so much for coming in, Amika. I really appreciate it. She is awesome. She really is. Hi.
So
What
we had another
what happened to
the same.
what happened to your broadcast? Did it go out on you? Did it crash?
Yeah,
That's what
something.
Bernie said it, or that's what Linda had told me. She said it crashed on you.
We were too busy fighting with the trolls, that we couldn't concentrate on our broadcast. So
Yeah. Well, I told that troll off that came in here just before Pablo muted him. I told that troll off, and
is it
he
the
muted. It was
was it the
somebody
same person?
from. Yep, it was. Yep, yep.
Which one
Hi,
was it?
Melanie. Good to see you.
Was it Sharon?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well, what is her problem? Who is she?
Darned if I know. I don't know her. I don't know her at all. I wish I did. I don't know her. All I can say
Wow.
is the person must be miserable. Only thing I can think of, she must be miserable because a person like that is not going to say bad things about another person unless they're miserable themselves. They may have something.
Yeah.
Maybe she's got something serious going on in her life, but she doesn't have to come in and destroy my broadcast by saying the things she's saying either. That's not right. So
Hate haters will be haters. What are you gonna do?
I know they're going to be haters. That's true. Haters are terrible.
Yep.
It's Yeah, looks like I missed a stitch again. I missed one. It's yeah, haters are haters. There's nothing much you can do about haters. You just gotta let them be, and hopefully that they'll straighten up someday, But because haters are terrible. But Pablo just happened to be in here hi Sports for the Blind. Pablo happened to be in here when that person came in, so he was able to take care of it. So and that
Yeah,
was
I
not.
think that. Yeah, that's not nice. You're trying to get your haps challenge, and the stupid troll comes in.
I know. Well, it's 153. I need 100 more yet. We'll get them in here. Get the people in here.
Yeah, I don't I
You're
don't pay attention.
you're right. You're right,
Sport.
Bernie. She needs some help. She needs psychological help. You know, people
Yeah.
like that, they need help. But what can you do? Trolls will be trolls. Will be trolls. We know we're going to get them. I was hoping maybe when I come into HAPS, we're going to have so many of them, but they seem like they're migrating from everywhere.
But be prepared. They're coming. They have no idea what's coming.
I know. This one here on YouTube is Carrie Eisner. She's one of my followers on Periscope, and she's a very good friend of mine. So she's awesome. Um,
See my skirt?
Tony
This
says
is
his meter says two. Tony's always reading Tony, yours is 239, but it's not. Mine's 154. I don't know where Tony's getting his, where he's getting his. Wow. I wish it were that. That's what he says. I've got that many in here, but I only got 154. Mine shows.
We don't. If you know where Cammy is, let us know because we have no.
I don't know if something has something happened to her.
She.
Did she was she sick or something that she hasn't been on for a while?
I have no idea.
Because I haven't seen her for a while either. I haven't seen her either.
It's okay.
Because she used to broadcast every day, and come to think about it, I haven't seen her broadcast at all. I haven't seen any notifications for her broadcast. I hope she's okay. You know.
Karen.
What?
Can you see my skirt?
Oh, did you make that?
Look. See?
Pretty. Did you make that?
No, my sister gave.
Oh, she did. Awesome. Pretty.
Pretty, huh? Okay.
Awesome. I was gonna tell you. I tried to find your name on Periscope to add you as a moderator, and I could not find it. Said you didn't exist. So what is your name on Periscope?
Same name, Vinita 1.
Same as here?
It's Vinita
1.
It's Vinita.
Because I couldn't find it.
I'm typing it, Karen.
Okay, I type it in the screen. Type it, yeah, because you keep cutting in and out, so type it in the screen. So, because the comments are huge now, so I don't have to straight. Oh, it's just okay. Vanita, okay, Vanita. No wonder I couldn't find it. Vanita 1. I already added Bernie as a moderator. So, but you are both moderators in HAPS, so you don't have to worry about that. So,
India.
Bernie said it looks like a Mexican dress.
Shut up, Bernie.
He likes to razz you, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He's a good guy, though. He really is. He really is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're funny, Bernie.
He's going for a walk. Can you wait for a little? Can you just wait for a little bit to go walk?
Yeah, Bernie, I'd like to get my challenge. Get it out of the way.
Let's get that little jump scope.
It's 184. Yeah. Now it's 184, so it's coming up. Yeah, you do. You sure do, Bernie. I'll admit that. Oh. He says, "Okay, boss." Is he trying to say that when you guys get married, you're gonna wear the pants in the family?
No. My skirt. Oh yeah, he'll be wearing the pants.
Bernie says I have 270. Bernie says I have 271. How are you guys getting those numbers?
185.
I got 185. It's right by the eye. That's what they told me. It's right by the eye. The eye's got 185. They must be adding all the reactions and stuff too, because the eye is 185.
Yeah.
It's getting there. I need 55 more,
Yeah.
or whatever. So
They- So let's see the crochet.
yeah. Well, this does change colors very subtly. It hasn't changed yet. There's a lot of gray on. I think this is like a bluish gray, but look at the pretty colors in here. You got like you got oranges and stuff. This is called Party Time. Um, and it's going to make a real pretty scarf. Um, re- Reactions are part of the 271. Yeah, that's probably what he why he said that, Sports for the Blind, because I
Yeah.
was told it's only the live viewers or and the viewers from the outside sources. You know, ones you get from Periscope and Twitter and stuff like that. That's what counts. Um, but not the reactions. So I've got still got 185. So it's not moving, but I'll get them. I'll get it. I'm not worried about it. It'll come.
Don't worry about it. It's
It'll
Frankie.
it's gonna come up. It's gonna come up. It'll come up. It's not gonna be it isn't that far off. So it'll
Yeah.
come up. There's 189 now. So it's went up just while I was talking, went up a little bit. Do you know how to crochet, Benita?
Yes.
Oh, you do.
Oh yeah.
This is all half double.
I know how to crochet. I learned it in school.
Oh, you did. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Hi, Erlene.
Arlene's in. Oh, Arlene.
Yeah.
It's echoing.
Yeah, oh, look, it went up to 211. Wow, jumped up pretty fast, didn't it? Wow.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, it did. It's good to see everybody in here. Those that are just coming in, I'm making a scarf with this yarn. It's called Party Time. Now, this is a red heart yarn. You can buy it at Walmart, and it's called color block yarn. This is what I get, and this is what it's going to look like when it's finished. A very pretty yarn. It looks like blocks that you sewed together, and that's why I like it. When I saw this at Walmart a while back, I thought I've got to buy this yarn because I thought it was a beautiful scarf. Because I'm not into just plain colors. I like variegated because it looks prettier to me. So, oh, you just got home. Good to see you, sis. So, yeah. So you missed all the drama, Erlene, but then you wouldn't want to see it anyway. So, but I'm making a pretty scarf. So, yeah,
Yeah.
Erlene takes her son. She's takes her autistic son and drives around.
Or does she?
Yeah, she's getting paid for taking her son where he wants to go.
Oh, gets paid her son that he wants to go.
Right. Well, I've got an autistic grandson. He's 14. He's gonna be 15 in May. Um,
I mean, my mom. Not at a Santa Claus mailbox over here. Did you see it?
oh man, that's cool.
Santa Claus mailbox.
Oh man, I see. I crochet pot holders. I crochet baby stuff. Blankets. Like I said, I'm making a corner to corner for my bed. I'm making one for Alex to stinker. His is a queen size one. I'm finally getting close to getting it done because I'm decreasing and stuff. But I just keep working on it because I want to get it done. I'm trying
Yeah.
to work on my diamond painting too, so I bring it in here at night. I started working on it last night. Bring it in here at night because the dog's asleep. She isn't going to bother me when she's sleeping. So when I get off of here, then I'll start working on my diamond painting. And it's a big one. It's the Last Supper. It is really huge. So
Mm.
I
What
think
is
it's
that?
16 by 32 is what it is. It's really big.
Is it a painting?
Uh, well, it's it's actually a canvas. It's called diamond painting. It's a canvas that you put these little stones on. It's called diamond painting.
Yeah.
Because you put these stones on and you match the stones up to the symbols on the canvas. It's
Okay.
very pretty.
Mm.
Yeah, 24 to go. It's got me. I'm getting there. I'm getting there now. Yep. It's finally working out. Yep. Finally getting people in there. Don't have to coax them. 229 now. So it's working. It's awesome. So I'm thankful that people come in here, you know. So, but Vanita come up here, that helps too.
Come on. Come. Show you Frankie. Frankie.
What's Frankie doing?
He's
He being a
here.
bad boy.
Yeah.
Frankie, stop being a bad boy.
Groaning. Gonna dance. Me and Frankie gonna dance.
Did you take him to with you on Friday to go to your mom's?
Yeah, and me. We just got home.
Okay.
There he is.
Because I know the one time you left him home. The one time you went to see your mom, you left him home. Did he get in trouble while you were gone?
No, I took him with me.
I know, but there's one time you didn't. You went to your mom's and didn't take him.
Yeah, he was.
I think that was last week when you went to your mom's and didn't take Frankie.
Yeah.
He's a little stinker, isn't he? Yeah, still 229. So come on, people, let's come in here. Come up here. Let's get in here. 229, don't cut it. I gotta have my 250. I know I'll get it, no problem. But it just takes a while for people to come up in here. Yeah, all of a sudden I'll probably get a slew of them. So
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Wow, look. Wow, I said a slew of them and look, there's 250 right there. Wow. 21 of them all come in all at once. Well, that just could keep going. That's awesome. So I only have 2 more to go. 2 more weeks to go. Yep. Then I'll have it. And I only got 2 more weeks to go to get the challenge. Yep.
Woo.
Wow. That's awesome.
Whoa. 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 I'm exercising, Frankie. Woo. Running.
He would help you get a lot of exercise. Wow.
I'm running.
Oh, Arlene just tweeted it out. Well, thank you, Arlene. That's what brought the people in here. Thank you very much. That's what brought them in here. She tweeted it out. Other people will do the same thing, and then it'll bring people in here. That's.
Yeah.
Do I make? I make different things, Teresa. I make baby hats. I make blankets. I made a blanket, a hat, a diaper cover, and some booties for my great grandson. In case some of you didn't know, I had a great grandson was born in October, and he's adorable. His name is Sky. He's really really cute. Might have some pictures. I might have some pictures of him on my Facebook that I can show you. I've got my Facebook on here. I keep him. I keep him in my. Keep him on. Well, I have no actually. Yeah, they're in my Facebook. But I might have them on my camera roll. I'm gonna see if I've got them on my camera roll in here because I keep them.
250.
Huh?
That's the challenge. Yay.
There's my little great grandson with his daddy. Ain't he cute?
Okay. You made a challenge. Much butter now.
Yeah, 253. Yeah, 2:53. Well, Erlene said she tweeted it out.
Yeah.
Okay, sports fine. Oh, you make socks. Um, you can crochet them as well as knit them. Now, I've tried to crochet some, Teresa, with double pointed needles. I haven't had any success for the simple fact that I keep losing
Yeah.
stitches. I don't know how to crochet one. I don't know how to knit them on double pointed needles. If you know how to use double pointed needles, lucky you, because I have all kinds of problems trying to do it on double pointed needles. I just don't do very well. Um, so do you use double pointed needles or regular knitting needles, or what do you are you crocheting? Because you can do both. So I
You
enjoy I enjoy it. I enjoy crocheting and knitting and stuff, but I don't like the fact when I can't do it very well. So um, but I haven't knitted in a long time. I loom knit is what I do. I loom knit and I crochet, and now I'm starting to do the diamond painting. Um, I'm crocheting a blanket for my bed, crocheting and that's a double bed, a queen size blanket for a friend from Periscope, who's now in HAPS. He's in HAPS too. Um, and basically, and I did some shawls. I crochet shawls. Um, I just finished one up not too long ago, and it was a granny square. Well, it's like a granny square one. Yeah, it is a granny square. Um, and I did a Tunisian shawl. I did a scarf just like this, but in a different yarn. So I do it whenever I can find the time. I enjoy I enjoy crocheting. It's to me it's therapeutic. Anytime you can use your hands, it's therapeutic. You know. So do you do a lot of crocheting, Benita? Oh, she went out. She left. Um, So I don't. I wish I could. Sometimes I wish I could do more, but I'm thankful that I do what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep going. I got my challenge. I'm gonna keep on going. But thank you for everybody coming in here and giving me your awards and stuff, because you guys really don't know how this makes me feel. It really makes me feel good to know that you're thinking enough of me, that you're coming in for me, and you're helping me. I'm going to stop on this for now because I probably have to take it out. But people wanted to see the other stuff that I made, and while I'm in here, I will get the other stuff that I've made, and I will show you. Um, the shawl that I made and the other scarf. I'm going to try to get around my tripod without knocking it over. So I'll be right back. If I have to, well, let me move it out of the way. Let me move it back a little bit. I think if I move it back, and I won't knock it over, I'll just move it back, keep it off the dog's blanket, and I'll go get the stuff, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'll move it back a little bit. There we go. Oh, thank you for the award, Erlene, the Super Heart Award. Thank you. Oh yes, you will, Teresa. Okay, remember the scarf I'm making is this yarn. This is the one I made for Sky Blue Rain. Look at this. Look at the colors in this. This is what I made for her. She wanted it, and I think this is so, because somebody asked me to show it. See how these blocks came out. They come out very very pretty. It's very it's like subtle changes. Actually, it's very subtle changes. The scarf I'm making. I'm going to take it out and start over again because I've messed on it again. This one came out perfect because but see how they're, and it almost looks like, yeah, 260. Yeah, I see that, Vanita. Um, what this does, what I like about this is I like variegated yarn. Variegated yarn is real good because this yarn especially, it's a subtle change, you know. I don't like the plain yarn. I like the ones that are like this, the variegated, because they change on their own. You don't have. I mean, I've made stuff where you had to change the colors. You got to put another. Oh, thank you. You had to put. You had to change the colors, and I didn't like that. It's too hard. I've done Afghans where about every few rows you're adding a color. Well, that gets crazy. Of course, that's probably a special blanket that you had to do that with. But I'd rather do something like this. But this was the color block yarn. I do not know the name of this yarn. I don't have the band that was around it, so I couldn't tell you that one. But like I said, this one here is Party Time. That's what that one's called. Now here is the shawl I just finished making not too long ago. This is the granny square. Um, this is where, if you want to see, this is where I started. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, right here is where I start. I started right here. Here's where I started and worked on down, and then I ended here at this V. But you just do double crochets. And I don't know what it looks like to you on the camera, but this is actually purples. Pretty much this is the same color, I believe. It's not the same yarn because this is the number 4 yarn, but it's basically the same colors I'm using for that queen size blanket. This is about the colors it has in it. That's a nice shawl that I made. And this, if you've never done Tunisian, this is a Tunisian shawl, but it's the honeycomb stitch. If you can see the honeycomb, you've got, I'm gonna bring this a little closer if you can see it a little bit. It's got pearls and it's got knits in it. You can see how it looks. Pearls and knits. You do just the opposite. This is the front side, and it's a triangle shawl. It took me a while to make this. I think you start with about 161, and it's a little different because you use like a crochet hook, but you put a cord on the end of it, and that makes it very, very easy to use. A cord long enough that you can pick up all your stitches because they have different size cords. They have some that are 12 inches long. The longest one I have is 54 inches. So you can make a great big afghan with that. You can hold quite a few stitches on it. Because if you don't have a cord, your stitches are going to fall off. And then you have a little stopper on the end that it stops it from going anywhere. But that's basically a few things that I've made. I've also made a hat too. But I like this scarf. This is really pretty. And I know this one's going to be pretty too. Like I said, this is Party Time. There's another one out there, but I don't know if I've got it or not, and I don't remember what the color is. This one is, like I said, this is Party Time. I like the colors in this. I thought this one was pretty. I'm going to have to buy me some more of this because I want to make these scarves, and maybe what I'll do is maybe get an Etsy shop or something, or Facebook, Facebook Marketplace, put this stuff up there and try to sell it. I know the Sky Blue Rain wants this one, so she's got this one spoken for, but I'm going to try to get this one done as soon as I can. Now, I want to get off of here. I'm going to go back to work on my diamond painting. It's just covered up and you can't see it right now. I have to, oh, thank you, Carrie. I know. Isn't it pretty though? That it is really, I know I love these colors. This was the first one I bought. I was so impressed by this. My daughter didn't really like the colors too much. She didn't like the looks of it, but I think it's grown on her since she's seen it. She's seen me show it. It's really grown on her. What I like about it is it looks like you're putting blocks in it. You're sewing blocks together on it, but they're coming up that way. Yeah, I try to take care of my dogs and do the things around the house I have to do. And I crochet and I loom knit and yeah, I see you, Vanita. Yep. What you want? What you want? So yeah, I've got 288 right now. So I'm getting I've already got my challenge. So I want to go a little bit longer, but then I'll get off. But oh, there you're back again. There you go.
I had to go at the door.
Oh, you did.
So you got 289 now.
Right.
Yeah. You might as well go to 500.
I should try for 500, shouldn't I? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Carrie. Carrie says I'm amazing. Well, I try. It's not always easy. I've got a lot of obstacles to deal with and stuff. The other day, Carmen got sick on me, so I had to deal with that. So I was afraid to do any broadcasts because her being sick, but she's fine now. But I think she ate something she wasn't supposed to, and she was outside the day before eating grass. So, but she's okay right now. She's sound asleep. That's the only time I can really do my diamond painting is when she's sound asleep. I can't work on it. I mean, I could bring the diamond painting over here and show you how big it is, but it's all covered up. You won't see anything anyway because I've got these release papers on it, and I've almost got the one section done. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's hard to do anything when you because Carmen is so clingy. She likes to cling to me. She wants to be up on my lap all the time. So, well, I'm not always, Carrie. I try to be. If somebody comes and hurts me, I kind of lose my strength a little bit and I get real upset. You know, they upset me. So I'm not real good. I'm not real good at defending myself against the trolls that come in here. You know, but I have Bernie to help me, and I have Anita to help me and stuff, and that, and people help me, and that's, and Pablo did come in and mute the one that was in here, but you know, it's awful to have to deal with stuff like that. People are so mean, they're so cruel, you
Well,
know.
he was from Al Qaeda, remember?
Yeah, I know. That's what it is. So he's from Al Qaeda.
He, he was a terrorist from Al Qaeda, so we just gotta let him
Oh, cool.
fly. Oh, she wants to know what is the name of the yarn that you are working.
This is a red heart yarn, Natalie, and or is it Natasha? And no, and this is it's red heart super saver color block. This is what it's going to look like. Yes, I got
Yeah,
this at Walmart. It's they've only got it in 3 different colors right now. The one that I showed you, this one here, the one I'm doing, there's one other one. I don't know if I got that color right now, but they only have 3 right now. I think they're getting more, but this is about I don't know how many ounces is it. Well, it's 482 yards. So it's a 10-ounce ball. You use this whole ball to make the scarf because it got to be a 72-inch scarf. So you use the whole ball. So but it does make a very, very, very pretty. You're welcome. But it's called color block. This has not been out too awful long from Red Heart. Red Heart has been around for years. And when I saw this at Walmart, I just had to have it because I like Red Heart yarn. I use this more than anything um, because it's so easy to work with. However, years ago when I was using Red Heart yarn, it was real coarse. I don't know if you remember that. It was very coarse. I still have some of that real coarse yarn. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to throw it out. But this is soft now. But it used to be real coarse. I couldn't figure
yeah.
out why it's so coarse.
Hmm.
So
So let's.
what kind of yarn do you use, Vanita?
I don't crochet. I used to way back when my kids were little. Not anymore.
Oh.
Don't have time.
Oh no, you don't have
Between
work. You work, yeah.
yeah, work, I have to watch Frankie. Then I do my broadcast. So and then I have to cook, clean, do laundry. I try to find time to do my things and also find time to broadcast. And that's another thing. So just trying to help people get their HAPS challenge. The other day I was on Johnny B. Good's Scope, and he invited
Right.
me in, and as soon as 50, I took off.
Oh good.
So yeah,
Yeah. It, it so
but
it I
Barney
like mine. I like mine done on Monday and get it out of the way. I got 299 now, almost got 300. So I like to get mine out of the way because once I get it out of the
okay.
way, I can relieve the rest of the week. I don't have to worry about how many people come in or anything like that.
But I'm gonna say bye because Barney's scoping, and I'm gonna jump on his scope right now.
Oh,
Okay,
okay. All right. Bye bye.
Karen, you stay strong. Okay,
I'll try. And thank you for coming in.
I'm here for you. Don't worry about that.
All right. I know you are. Thank you.
Bye, bye, sweetheart.
Bye bye.
Bye.
She's really nice. If anybody else wants to come up, let me know. But you know, I appreciate everybody's support and being here for me and giving me the awards because I wouldn't have what I have now. I'm almost to 200. It's not very far off. 30 some dollars, I think, is I need for 100 for 200. Hopefully, maybe I'll be lucky enough and I'll get the whole 200 this month. You know, this is the 1st of March. I try to broadcast every day, and if not every day, every other day. The most of the time, I do. Those that are in here that don't know, I do um, these kind of broadcasts. I do my cooking broadcasts, very, very few of those, maybe one a week. I do walking broadcast. Um, I try to vary my broadcasts. I'm trying to learn how to play the keyboard now, and I practice on my clarinet. So I'll be doing some of those maybe at one time where I'm practicing on or I'm playing the keyboard. But I'm going to have to get really good at that before I'll come in here and do that, because I don't want to embarrass myself. But so I'm going to practice on that before I ever do anything like that. On my clarinet, I need to practice on it a little bit more too, and start getting. I'm going to have to take this out. I think I messed it up again, but you can pretty much see it's gonna be real nice when I get it done with this yarn. So it's easy enough to mess up on stuff, but yeah, it's coming up lopsided again. So um, I really I really do like I like to vary my broadcasts. um, Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. I'm trying to get this made without making mistakes, but this is the yarn I'm using. It's Red Hearts color block yarn. Um, oh, thank you, Natalie. Thank you so much. Um, the people that are in YouTube, that are in Periscope and Twitter, you should come over to Haps and join Haps, because if you join Haps and you broadcast, um, you get coins. You get, like, people give you awards. You get $200. You cash out, and you get coins every time you log in. You get coins, but you get those coins and you give them to broadcasters. That's what you're welcome. That's what I like to do. Um, but I don't buy my coins through the App Store. I made a mistake and did that once. What I do is I go onto the Haps TV on the broadcast studio on the laptop, and I will buy coins there, because buying coins there, I can get a lot more coins. If you buy them through Apple, they're going to take 30%. Unfortunately, that's what they do. They take 30%. I'm only going to take it back this far. I don't have to take it back the whole way. No, only 30%, and that's sad. I know Ookberry. She went and bought $200 worth here a while back. $200 worth of coins. She got 199,900 coins for $200. That's a lot of coins. I'm not paying $200. I think I paid $50 for coins, and you know what happened? I ended up giving them away by accident. I didn't mean to, and ended up giving them to Yassine. I ended up giving them to Retta. I ended up giving them by accident, and I only had 300 coins left. Now I've got about 1,750, and that's because I'm just just adding them on by logging in every day and doing it that way, because I want to make sure I have enough in my kitty to give away. Now I may buy some more again. I may go in there, because they did have a sale yesterday that you could buy coins, I think about 50% off. I just decided I wasn't going to, and I wish I had, because now they're higher. You don't get as many coins as you would have yesterday for the same amount of money. So I should have done it, but anyway, you know, um, I'm just I'm glad for Haps. Those that are don't know anything about Haps, it's an awesome thing to be part of. Um, I really enjoy it. I don't go on Periscope anymore. I don't, because I'm in here. I do broadcast through Periscope though. I do stream through Twitter. I do stream through YouTube. That's how Carrie's able to come in here, because right now it is live on YouTube. That's the only way I do it. Other than that, I don't go on to Periscope and broadcast anymore, because I'm finding that Periscope is almost a dead horse. It just really doesn't make any sense. Um, oh, thank you so much, Teresa. I'm glad to hear that. You make me feel good to knowing that you enjoy my broadcast. Now, that being said, I'm not as good as a lot of broadcasters are. There's a lot of broadcasters out there that are far better than me. They are awesome. They'll go out and they'll get the news stories. They're like journalists, and they go out and get the news stories, and they'll broadcast those on Haps. Or you'll have like Louise Poppy. She does tours. She's a tour guide, and she does tours from Auckland, New Zealand, because that's where she lives. I mean, that's awesome to see those two. And she gets over 4.2K every time she does a broadcast. I'll never make that much a broadcast, but I'm not really worried about it. If I can get my 250, 300, 400, I'm happy with that. Um, I do appreciate everybody's support, though, because without your support, I wouldn't be able to come in here and do this. It's because of you coming in here. each and every time that I broadcast. That gives me the incentive to want to do it more and more and more. You know, it takes a lot of incentive. Like I said, I don't do too many cooking broadcasts because I've had problems getting people in there. I don't get them in here like I do for this. They don't come into my cooking broadcast like they should, but that's okay. I do get them, and I don't ever make a cooking broadcast a taps challenge. Although I tried once, didn't quite make it, so I didn't do it again. But I try to do these simple things like this to get my broadcast. And so if you want to join HAPS, just come on over. They're having this challenge up until the 15th. I think the week of 15th of March. I think it ends the 21st of March is when it'll end. It goes for 8 weeks. So I'll have for now I have it 6 weeks in a row, and I got 2 weeks to go. And at the end of the challenge, the ones that meet the challenge, and everybody, there's a lot of broadcasters doing this challenge, we get $50. Now, you can't go wrong. $50 is $50. That's why I feel about it. Everybody can use $50. You know, I don't complain. They want to give me $50. I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for coming. I'm starting this over because I didn't have it very good. But this is the yarn I'm using. It's from Red Heart. It's called Party Time, and it makes a. This is the scarf it's going to make. Color block yarn. It looks like blocks. I did do another scarf, and I'll show you this. This is like with another color that I liked. This inspired been spoken for, but see how it makes the different blocks. It makes them real pretty. It really does. See how it does? It makes them real pretty. Yeah, he does. He certainly does. He gets a lot of people in his. I missed his from today. I missed that one, so I will have to go back and watch the broadcast, his replay. But yeah, I like him too. I missed his broadcast, and I am sponsoring him too. So he appreciates that. It's not very much a month. It's only $1 a month, but every little bit helps. His brother Yassine, he comes and does broadcasts. He does them on the broadcast studio. And if you don't know who they are, they're from Morocco. They're twins. Yassine and Retta are twins. They sound exactly alike and they look exactly alike. So if you're not paying attention, you think it's the one and it's the other. So because Yassine was on Retta's broadcast, and I thought I was hearing Retta talk, and it was Yassine. It's funny because they got the same voice, they got the same features. So, but they're awesome. But if you're not following Retta, follow him because he has local broadcasts from Florida. He does the sunset broadcasts, where it's beautiful over the ocean, well, the bay where he sees it, where he gets, and you also see some dolphins once in a while because he does it out by the bay, so it's off the ocean anyway. And the beautiful homes there, $1 million homes, through 2 million, 3 million, $4 million homes, way above my price range, I'll tell you. But they're awesome to see those homes. I mean, my goodness, they're just amazing. They look like mansions, but Florida, when you think about it, is expensive. It's expensive to live there to be expensive. It's expensive in Hawaii too, because I used to live in Hawaii. Very expensive in Hawaii. Oh my goodness, it was so expensive. Terrible expensive. Um, I didn't like the fact it was so expensive, but it is what it is. Um, couldn't help it. The land you didn't really own the your ground there. It was all called fee simple. You didn't own it, so it was really, really rough. But I'm kind of glad I got a feeler for Hawaii now. You know, I really got a feeling for it now. So oh, I have to go watch that. He did a dolphin cruise. That's right. He said he was going to. I don't know where I was, and I didn't see it, but I should have been in there. Oh, that would have been amazing. You're right. It would have been amazing. I'm going to have to go back and watch that replay. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I heard about that. I knew that he was going to do that, and I didn't go in there and watch it. I wish I would have now, but oh man, I bet it was amazing. You probably saw the dolphins and everything. That's awesome. Um, He's a great person to he's a great broadcaster. If you're not following him, follow him because he's a real great broadcaster. Um, I enjoy his broadcasts a lot, and I enjoy Yassine's broadcast. And I'm thankful for the followers that I have, that you follow me and you come into my broadcasts, and you support me, and I appreciate that. I thank you very much. We're starting a new month, so we're starting on new awards. So I see the awards I've got, and I appreciate every one of you with giving me the awards. This is awesome. You guys are a blessing to me, and I don't know what I'd do without you. And I thank you, each and every one of you, for coming in and supporting me. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this broadcast short because I've got my challenge now. But I thank you, everyone, for coming in. I'll be doing I might do a walking broadcast tomorrow or a cooking one. I'm not sure, or maybe just a chat one in the afternoon. So be looking for that. So in the meantime, I hope everybody has a great and marvelous day, night, morning, wherever you're at. Take care. God bless it. Until we meet again. Bye bye. Love you all. Bye bye.